Hello, my dears. I hope that you're still doing well. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to brainstorm. Now, this is for your research essay for Fahrenheit 451. I know that on the research essay instructions, I have this on a table for you. But unfortunately, since you're not here in front of me, I have no way of really detailing exactly how I got to those steps. So this visual for you that is on the research essay instructions serves as like a guideline, but I would like to spend some time with you today and go over how I got to those connections and where you even begin to think about forming them at all. So your first step would have been to choose a theme for each section or each part of the novel. And once you have done that, if you have found your text evidence and if you have written that brief summary, you have done some of the legwork that will take this process and make it twice as fast because you already have pretty much the base of what you need to pick up from this column here for Fahrenheit 451 and pull it over to evidence from your sources. Right? That column that exists in the middle is simply connecting the two in a topic sentence. So that way you've already created your clarifying sentence for each of your body paragraphs. And from there, you can also create your thesis point because or your thesis statement, because you'll just be able to pull out whatever that point was from each topic sentence and just plug it back in together. So don't let that overwhelm you. It's easier than it sounds. So, if you have found your themes from Fahrenheit 451, I'm just going to work through the example that's already on your research essay instructions because I feel like that's easier. It's already there for you, and that way I can show exactly how I got to where I did. Now, don't let the amount of writing that's on this board overwhelm you. I'll take a picture of this and I'll also post it with or near the chart for you so that you can see all of this in detail if you need to. But I'm just going to roll through it with you real quick. So, how to brainstorm. Now, if you have chosen your themes, I chose to work with alienation, right? I believe that Montag feels alienation from many things, not just from one, okay? But that's why I had you pull out as much text evidence as you could find to help support that, so you have a variety of options to work with. If you've only written down a quote or two, then you've limited your wealth of information that you have at your fingertips to just this much, okay? So the example I have chosen from the text is nobody listens anymore. I can't talk to the walls because they're yelling at me. I can't talk to my wife. She listens to the walls. I just want someone to hear what I have to say. Okay? So, this is one way I think it shows from the text or as evidence that serves for alienation. He feels that he cannot connect with his wife. Well, let's explore that. How is this alienation? Right? I was able to come up with 3 different things to help me figure out, well, alienation is kind of a broad thing. What specifically about alienation can I pull from this? So if we look at it, we can say socially, he's alienated, Montag is. His wife is essentially a stranger to him. Right? She doesn't even remember the day they met. She probably remembers very little about their wedding. Right? He's also physically alienated from people, including his wife, right? Mildred prefers to spend time with the family on the television screens instead of sitting and having a conversation. Remember how uncomfortable those women were before he had that explosion and read to the women and how uncomfortable they were with actually having a conversation instead of, just plugging into the TV and mindlessly thinking about things, right? And then I also have technology, right? The seashells in Mildred's ears, the family in the TV room, and society's sort of blind acceptance of the mind-numbing technology, in my opinion, influenced the other two. Therefore, I felt that technology was the strongest choice because it affected the other 2 options as it caused disconnectedness between the characters, right? And if we look back here, right, we could say that Montag feels disconnected from his wife as well as society. He wants his individuality to be present somewhere, preferably by a human being with feeling, not just, a robot that you happen to live with. So, I feel that alienation through disconnectedness, since I've been able to pull that out here as well as here, gives me a point to meet in the middle. I have connected the 2 somewhere. Okay? However, don't feel that you have to be stuck with just this one thing, right? If we look at disconnectedness, we could say or through technology or through the evolution of technology, because there are many different things that encompass how technology influences alienation, okay? So, oh, hello. Therefore, when you went to search for a source of information, right, I knew I was looking for evidence of alienation through technology because I felt that it was the strongest, okay? Knowing how will give you a direction to work with. So that is how you're going to use this to connect back into this, okay? If you have any questions, you can email me. Good luck.